So a report came out yesterday during Christmas morning that James Harden is mulling a free agent return to Houston. And this was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski, and it essentially feels very fitting. So I'm going to just discuss some of the reports and explain why James Harden going back to Houston is just inevitable at this point. So the report says that if Harden decides to get a new deal with the 76ers this offseason, he is considering a return to the Houston Rockets. So Harden and his inner circle have been openly weighing Houston in recent months, and it's shocking after basically requesting out of there 2 years ago. So the ability to form a relationship with the likes of Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid have been an issue for Harden. And really, the comfort and familiarity will draw him to Houston. As I'm trying to find on here exactly where it said it. But Harden really loves the Houston community. As in Woj's report, he writes, despite forcing his way out of the Rockets in January 2021, Harden has maintained something of a magnetic pull to Houston, drawn to the community, lifestyle, and family there, sources said. After what would become relatively brief stops in Brooklyn and Philadelphia, a move back to a rebuilding Rockets franchise would effectively represent comfort and familiarity over an immediate championship pursuit. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be just targeting NBA championships, as some people just want the money, they just want to be comfortable and stuff like that, and maybe that's how Harden is. He also really seemed to thrive as a member of the Rockets. The Rockets were a team that gave him a chance. After OKC said, hey, we're not really comfortable letting you start and be this big star, after their 2012 finals appearance, he got shipped to Houston and essentially created the James Harden persona that we know today, where, hey, he's going to shoot the ball, he's going to drive to the basket, he's going to be the offense. And since being traded to Brooklyn and then eventually traded to Philadelphia, he had to be a pass-first guard, not the immediate scoring option that he's been so used to in the prime of his career. He had to now defer to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn, now Joel Embiid in Philadelphia. Maybe he just wants to be that top star again, and some people, they like going back home. You know, I'm coming home. We had LeBron go back to Cleveland and stuff like that. This might just be James Harden saying, hey, I want to go home. Houston has become my home, and I just want to be back there. Now, Harden's arrival is going to help some of these young players in Houston, including guys like Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Kevin Porter Jr., and Houston obviously has a bunch of cap space that Harden will be able to get the money. And the ability for the Rockets to say, hey, we have Brooklyn's pick swaps in 2025 and 2027, I believe it is. Let me look up everything here, but Houston has a lot of these pick controls. If it's not going to be just having the full-on draft pick, as I have finally got to the website. Just got to scroll down to Houston. So Houston has the first-round draft pick in 2023 from Brooklyn. from Milwaukee. So they have 2 first-round picks, not including their own. They have Brooklyn's 2024 pick. They have a lot of picks until 2027. So basically, they are going to be able to continue to build a young culture. They have James Harden to be that savvy veteran that could teach these players how to essentially be NBA stars and how to be in the playoffs and all of this. I don't think there is a reason why, if you are Houston, you're going to say no to this. And maybe we thought at the beginning, hey, it was Daryl Morey that he really clung to. Maybe it was just Houston Rockets and that way of life. Maybe he wasn't happy at the time, but going somewhere else, as he went to Brooklyn and then to Philly now, maybe he just realized, hey, grass isn't always greener. And that just feels like what is happening, because he's still playing at a good level, as he's averaging 22 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists this season. And at age 33, he might just say, hey, I want to go back to where my career thrived. He spent a long time in Houston. I mean, that's the bulk of his career, and it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people just want to be comfortable. Maybe Harden just feels more comfortable in Houston, where the pressure's not there to win. Just perform well. You're going to be an all-star. You're going to get the accolades. Why wouldn't he want to be there in this point? I mean, it just makes sense. It doesn't feel like Houston's going to be contending for a title. Contend, be a top 6 to 8 seed, and go play in the playoffs, get a round or two. You don't have to worry about that title. You just have fun, play basketball. It just feels like the James Harden way throughout his career. That's all I have for you guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Is this just smoke, or is this going to happen? Is James Harden going to go to Houston? Is he unhappy in Philadelphia, just like he has been unhappy in multiple stages in his career? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.